Hi Stampers, another video tutorial coming at you. I've got a little treat bag that I'm going to show you today. And, well, let's get started right away. I've got all my supplies here. I am going to be using the Brights paper stack. Now, I'm using the one that's retired. I don't have the new one that's coming out. So today, I'm filming this video on June 2nd. Today's the big day. One's retiring, one's launching. So I'm going to be using the Brights, but just to let you know, this is the Neutrals paper stack. And these are some of the new patterns that are happening. Love them. I was sad to see the paper stacks retire because I always love the patterns that they're in and they match with all the colors. But these patterns, I love, 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 love even more. So I am not sad anymore that things are retired. Okie dokie, I just dropped it. So for today, I'm just going to be using the Brights. These are the old patterns. You'll still be able to get all these colors in those lovely new patterns. So you're going to start off, can you tell I'm making these for my stamp club? I've got a whole bunch of paper and I'm going to pick a pink one just because. 6 by 4 is the measurement that you want for your paper. So 6 inches by 4 inches. And I'm going to pull over my Simply Scored that has all kinds of bits on it right now. Been doing a lot of prepping for Stamp Club and catalog launch and all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, we're going to take the long side, the 6-inch side, and never mind these for a second. Those are for another project, another video tutorial you'll probably see soon. So on the long side, on the 6-inch side, we're going to score at 1, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and then at 5 1/2. So you'll see you have a little tiny bit here, a bigger piece, a smaller piece, bigger piece, smaller piece. These 4 are the same. So these 2 bigger pieces measure the same. These 2 smaller pieces measure the same. And then you've got this little flap right here. So 1 inch, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5 1/2. And that's it. And I want my dots on the outside. So I'm going to fold all of my score lines with my dots facing out. You can use your bone folder if you have it. For this bag, I didn't use the bone folder because I didn't want my creases too crisp, if that makes any sense, because you're just pinching the top. But that's completely up to you. The DSP isn't bad to fold without a bone folder. The cardstock can be a bit trickier to fold without the bone folder to get those crisp lines. So play with a couple and see what you like. Okay, now, my mistake. We did our long side. We need to do our 4-inch side. My mistake. In the 4-inch side, we're just going to score at 1 inch. So we went 1, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 5 1/2, and you're going to flip it and you're going to do a 1 inch. Okay, now we're done, I promise. At least with the Simply Scored. And then you're going to fold all those lines. Oh, look, see, I got a little bit of a hole, a little bit of a crack. That's okay because this is the demo. But you got to be careful of that with the DSP. Okay, so we're all folded. We have all of our score lines. And now I'm going to need, where did my scissors go? Of course I can't find them when the video is running. There we go. So now what we're going to do, there's a small, okay, hopefully you can see this. You've got all your score lines folded. You see this little corner piece right here? We're going to take that out. Gone. So it looks like that. And then I find it easier to, my eyes go wonky when I look at that other page. So on my dotted side, this isn't straight, so I'm just going to straighten that a little bit up. And then I am going to snip up all of these crease lines. Done. And now, as I always say, for the purpose of the video, I'm using snail. If you're going to be gifting this little treat bag, then you would probably want to use Fuse or Sticky Strip. Or once this video is posted, the new Tear and Tape. Oh, can't wait to use that stuff. But I'm just putting a bit of snail on this little flap. So you remember we had the two pieces that were the same, the two side pieces that were the same, and then this little tiny flap. That's where you're going to put your adhesive. And I'm going to fold this over. These are perfect measurements because all you have to do to adhere it is just fold that guy over and it measures up perfectly. How awesome is that? And then what we want to do, this is where my crease is. So in my head, I keep thinking that's the back of the bag. So what I want to do is where this crease is, I want to push this flap down. Oh, sorry, let's try this. Side, side, the back flap where your crease is, and then this flap, and then that way the front of your bag, see I've got my little tear, but the front of your bag would have no seams. It would be seamless. Okay, so what you want to do, that's the front of my bag, so I'm going to put a little bit of snail here, and then a little bit of snail there. You can use your sticky strip or your fuse, like I said, or the new adhesive, the tear and tape. So those are going to go down. Fold your back piece over and press down. Fold your front piece in and press down, and you've got the bottom of your bag. How cool is that? A little tiny box, and we're just going to pinch the top of it closed. Okay, so here is my other little guy, pinch top with a little clip. I've used all I had on hand for the little clips. Actually, I do have some. Of the metallic clothespins, so we'll use some of those guys because those guys are current. I'm just going to pull out a scrap, and I'm using all brights so that everything coordinates. This is the Rich Razzleberry ink and Amazing Birthday, and I'm going to take the It's For You stamp, ink that up, stamp it. I've got my 1-inch circle punch, which cuts off a little bit of this particular stamp. Okay, so you don't get that outer rim. I'm not worried about it. It's a tiny little treat bag, and I get a really cool pattern out of it. So I was okay with that. You can use a bigger circle if you like. You can see that it leaves a little bit of a rim. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to use one of my silver clothes pins, and I need a dimensional. These ones are the little ones that come in our paper pumpkin kits, and I put together my paper pumpkin, and I always save everything that's left over, of course. Nothing goes to waste when we stamp. And this is big enough. I've got a few candies left over from some other treat bags I was doing. They're just little Jolly Ranchers. So you've got some candies or some caramels, the Lind chocolate balls. Oh, those would be so cool in here. But that's because they're my favorite chocolate. That's why I'm saying that. So I'm just going to pinch that top closed. Put my mini clothespin on there, or you could put it off to the side. These are the little clips. What kit was that? That's the basic Hodgepodge clips. Those are retired. We might be able to find those on the clearance rack. I don't know if they've sold out yet or not. And then I'm going to put the It's For You on the front. And then we've got cool little treat bags. How awesome is that? Very quick, very simple, 6x4. You can get tons of these out of one sheet of DSP, which is awesome. Or cardstock if you get the 12x12 cardstock. You can get a lot of these, so any kind of party favor, wedding favor, anything like that. You can get good bang for your buck out of your paper. And they're super, super cute. I hope you liked the video tutorial. Happy stamping.